What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, we've got an early sneak peek of our Week 8 NFL game picks, outright versus the spread, along with our locks of the week as we break down the Thursday night game between the Green Bay Packers versus the Arizona Cardinals. So make sure to tune in. If you enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe, give us a follow on Twitter at AllDayPigskin to continue interacting with us there. And let us hear it in the comment section. Do you agree, disagree, along with any other questions you guys might have? We will do our best to answer them all. But with that being said, let's get right into it. And before getting into this breakdown, I do want to give a quick shout out to OddsJam, which continues to be the place that I use for not only really NFL action, but all other types of sports. When I do line shopping, when I'm looking at the best odds out there, comparing sports books one versus the other to basically guarantee I'm going to make the most bang for my buck. And whether you're a beginner or whether you're an expert when it comes to sports betting, take advantage of OddsJam betting tools like their positive EV tool, which shows you line discrepancies so you know you're getting the best odds, or their arbitrage tool, which gives you equal and opposite bets for a risk-free return. I'll make sure to include a link in the description. But with that being said, let's get into this Thursday night clash. We've got the Packers at the Cardinals. Packers, well, they're coming off a pretty easy victory versus Washington, and only one loss at the moment, while the Arizona Cardinals, the lone undefeated team in the NFL, took care of business versus the Texans. And now, look, a couple of days ago, this was going to be a marquee clash. You could argue the classes, or at least maybe two of the four classes in the NFC going up against each other, the Packers, the Cardinals. But the Packers right now dealing with a little mini COVID outbreak, specifically in that wide receiver room, it seems like, because right now we have got Davante Adams out. We have got Allen Lazard out for the Packers, which pretty much leaves guys like Randall Cobb, MVS returning his first week back after missing some time, Amari Rodgers. It's some questionable, possibilities there at wide receiver. And Aaron Rodgers is going to have his hands full. He was going to have his hands full if it was, a full group with Davante Adams out there, because Kyler Murray and this offense, especially after trading for Zach Ertz, there are a lot of options here. And the Cardinals defense playing, some pretty decent football as well. Now, to be fair, I expected this to be an offensive shootout, especially when you have the likes of Aaron Rodgers and Kyler Murray involved. But without Davante Adams, definitely advantage to the Arizona Cardinals. I still probably would have given the advantage to Arizona. I think they're just a more complete team. I think they have more offensive weapons than the Green Bay Packers. I think that Kyler Murray is a little bit harder to scheme for than Aaron Rodgers, even though I think Aaron Rodgers is probably the better passer. And, when push comes to shove in a game-winning situation, I'd rather go with Rodgers than Kyler Murray. But the point being, when you take away Davante Adams, a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL for Aaron Rodgers, in a clash where he's going to have to go up against Kyler Murray and all those weapons in Arizona, DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk, AJ Green, Chase Edmonds, James Conner, you add in Zach Ertz, and that's asking a lot here. So I really do think that you got to give the advantage to the Arizona Cardinals. Again, I would have been leaning that way prior to the news of Davante Adams being out. And honestly, right now, there's still time for even more individuals on the Green Bay side of things to be affected and to be placed on that COVID exempt list, which means that the Packers could potentially be without even more weapons that they desperately need at this point in time. Because right now, the game plan, you look at wide receiver, Randall Cobb is the most, serviceable guy that you have left, the guy that's probably the most trusted. And that's a little bit, tough, again, when you're going to be going up against the likes of DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk. So not a lot of wide receiver options. I think you're going to be seeing a lot, and I mean a lot, of Aaron Jones in this game. He's already used, heavily as a pass catcher, but I think it'll be probably potentially more so than he ever has been used in that role this week. He's, already, if not Devontae Adams, the most integral part to this offense. So he's going to have a heavy, heavy workload in this game. I anticipate some A.J. Dillon as well to kind of spell Aaron Jones at certain points in time. And then Robert Tonyan going to have to show up similar to what he did last week. But we just haven't seen that consistently from him. But the volume should be there. However, at the end of the day, I think the Cardinals are catching the Green Bay Packers at a good time, simply put. Now, the Packers, credit to them, I don't think they're a team to just, roll over and just give up. Other than that week 1 performance versus the Saints, it doesn't really happen all that often for the Green Bay Packers. They'll keep games close. And, as long as you've got Aaron Rodgers on your team, you've got a chance to be in the game. But I think here at the end of the day, the Cardinals just a little bit better offensively. Defensively, I do think they are better as well. I'm going here with the home team on top of that with the Arizona Cardinals. I think it'll be a tough battle. It is a short week, so crazy things can happen on Thursday night. But I'm going with the Arizona Cardinals to win this game. It'd be a different story again if the Packers didn't have that COVID outbreak. It'd be a lot tougher to predict. But on the money line, I do like the Arizona Cardinals. As you can see, they are favored. The Green Bay Packers, you can get them best odds, as OddsJam shows, all the way to plus 240. As far as the spread is concerned, I do think this is where it's interesting. Obviously, that line has changed drastically. Initially, the week kicked off. The Cardinals were at -3. Then the news about Devontae Adams, Lazard, and they go to -6.5. Huge swing, all things considered. And because of that, I actually would go with the Green Bay Packers on the spread. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, like I said before. As long as Aaron Rodgers is available for the Packers, I think they can keep it respectable. And with the Cardinals getting almost a whole touchdown, I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers. I like those points. And honestly, I think that Aaron Rodgers, again, can still find some other weapons around him. He's the guy, he's the type of talent where he makes the wide receivers around him great. So it's not like it's going to be full panic mode, but definitely it's going to be a lot tougher than it might have been a couple of days ago. I'm going to still take the Cardinals outright, but on the spread, considering Green Bay is getting plus 6.5, to me, that's just a very, very good value. So I'm going to ride with the Packers on the spread. Not going to be looking at this game as a lock of the week. I think it'll be a close game. Anything can happen when you've got Aaron Rodgers. So for that reason, just looking outright Cardinals here on the spread, the Packers, and we're going to keep it that way here. But hey, let me know your thoughts on this contest. Do you agree, disagree, along with any other questions you guys might have? Let us hear in the comment section. We will do our best to answer them all. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe. Give us a follow on Twitter at AllDayPigskin to continue interacting with us there. And in the meantime, we will see you guys in future videos.